rats, why did he need them?
Bloody rodents. Better to have stuffed them with a poison, or crushed them into a pulp with a shovel, but no.
Did you see what he did with them?
Kira, what are you doing?
Geralt, you gave me quite a start.
But nay, the mage says bring me rats and healthy ones. Not something the cat dragged.
This the lamp from the elf's hideout? And what's this?
Nothing important. I'll explain later. Now tell me.
Mentioned you wanted something from me.
I did, and still do. The cursed isle on Lake Windammer. The local peasants mumble incessantly about it, about the wraiths that haunt it.
How'd it come to be cursed?
That's what I don't know. I must break this spell, yet I've been unable to
Gotta know something.
Scraps. The curse is somehow linked to the tower where Serard, the lord of these lands, took refuge when Nilfgaard invaded. Claims in the village are that peasants, desperate of hunger, sailed to Fyke Isle to beg for food. Met their end there. So, will you please help me lift this curse?
Alright, I'll help.
I knew you'd find it irresistible. Naturally, you'll need to sail to Fyke Isle.
Fine. What then?
Well, the spirits who wander the isle, you must establish a rapport with them.
Think they'll be willing to chat?
Of course, provided you take my magic lamp with you. I shall let you keep it afterwards in appreciation.
How's the lamp actually work? I mean, do I just rub it, or do I...
You needn't even rub. Just place it where you find bones and hear whispers.
Figured as much. Tell you all about it later. Maybe skip the drastic bits.
You'll need to do neither. I'll give you a Xenovox. It's a bauble that will let us speak over... You will tell me what you see, and I shall tell you what to do and look for.
I need to know anything else before I go?
No, that is all. Oh, go already. I can't wait to see what you discover on Fyke Isle. Thank you.
What? Can't hear. Sheesh. This magic.
Some interference. You must be very careful.
Let's try Kira's lamp.
They're on to us! They're not letting Graham in!
Quiet, fool. Babylon and the noble himself will hear you.
Nah, he sat his arse on silk pillows, like he'd be gobbling meat. With no notion we's coming to tear him to shreds.
Way's clear, lads. Adam!
Where's that noble? Lying here, quiet as a mouse, head split open like a rotted pumpkin. More like a peasant now, sloshing around in his own blood and shite. Be nothing noble about him. Too quick a death they gave him. Should have been made to suffer. He's not the end of it. Sons can suffer for him, and a daughter. To the top!
Don't start, Annabelle. Back to your craft. Always bending my ear about fool peasants. I'll not hear of them again. That simpleton turned your head, but one Graham hardly makes the rest courtly, one and all.
My lord, peasants. They're through the door in the tower.
Rich folk. Doubt I'll ever understand them. Keeping rats in cages like rabbits.
Let them out, maybe? Like to die of hunger if we leave them there.
I'd sooner burn the vermin. Releasing them's not like to bring no good. Imagine the harm they'd do if they swam back to the village.
Swam? Rats? How do you figure they'd do that?
You needn't fret for them. Clever little bastards. Cleverer than you.
They seem sluggish to you. Got the mange, maybe? Oh, that stench!
The place is full of rats. As many dead as alive. I think they're feeding on...
Look, Geralt, stop. You needn't be so detailed.
blood. Many must have died here. Peasants didn't come here to ask nicely.
Gold! Piles of it! Oh, won't do the dead any good now, will it? Strange it's still here. The noble died a time ago. Who's that? Show yourself. Anyone there? Who are you?
Have you got to the laboratory at the top of the tower yet?
I'm at the top. Nothing here that looks like a laboratory.
Then you've not reached the highest level. Look for a passage.
Someone dragged something across the floor. Or dragged it from one wall to the other, repeatedly. Looks like a laboratory. Pretty well equipped, too. Experimenting on humans. Never would have gotten away with it if the Conclave were still in charge.
Why did you leave? You claimed to love me. I'm cold. Why has no one come for me? Who are you?
a witcher. I want to lift the curse that grips this island. Your turn to tell me who you are.
I'm special. Always was. The rare beauty. My family and I, we hid in the Major's Tower to await the war's end, the end of hard times. It was not to be forever.
Tell me what happened here. Peasants sailed to the island to ask for food. Is that true?
No! They came to rob and kill. They thought us rich, believed we'd stowed ourselves away here to Yet we had little food as well. Too little to share with those who came. They slaughtered everyone. I heard my father cry out, but he gave me a potion. If I was discovered, I was to drink it.
What kind of potion was it?
I remember only that I feared to drink it.
Didn't trust the mage?
In the village, they claimed he meddled in disease. Not curing it, but causing it. Only rumors, surely, but I was afraid. And then I heard him. My beloved Graham.
Did they hurt you?
They gripped my arms, tore at my dress. I managed to free myself.
Poisoned? That how you died?
No, for I later awoke.
Sleeping potion. Effects hadn't worn off yet.
They were everywhere. All over me like insects. My face. They tore me apart, and I... Have I not suffered in...
How can I help you?
A curse born of hatred binds me to this...
And your beloved, he dead too?
Graham? No, he lives.
Maybe you could strip the curse of its power by... As I see it, you're the curse's focus. My medallion started pulsating as soon as we started talking.
I don't know what you mean, but... You could be right. My fate is tied to the Isle, I feel that.
It could be your blood ties to the land. The base of the curse, that is. If so, forgiving Graham.
I... loved him. I'm prepared to forgive him. Take my bones to him. He must bury them. This will be our farewell. Will you...
Really sad story, but something's not right.
What is it?
You're not telling me everything. You know the island's dangerous, but
There is no monster.
I think you're lying. Question is, why?
Stop! I will not hear this!
I can't help you. Taking anything off this cursed island, from any cursed place, just too dangerous. And a dead woman's bones, that's asking for trouble.
They said witches are heartless beasts. Will you bring Graham here then?
Annabelle, listen.
You never wished to help me, and here I have someone would finally take pity on me.
It sounded for a moment like you joined the race yourself.
Had to fight a pester.
A pester? And did you learn how to lift the curse before you lunged at her, sword in hand?
Yeah, we talked a bit. Looks like I need to get her beloved to the island. Fisherman named Graham.
I know the man. He lives in Oriton, village on the lakeshore. Find him immediately. We're close to unraveling this. I can feel it.
Told you, I don't want to see no one.
You've got to.
Just leave me be.
You won't be as cocky once the Baron's men whip your arse.
I want to talk.
You're deaf, damn it! I told you. Who are you?
I've been to the island.
What do you want of me?
Want to talk to you about Annabelle.
Annabelle? What can you know about her?
I met her. Talked to her.
Annabelle's dead. Drank poison.
What happened on Fyke Isle?
For Millie, Finch and Faulkner, they rallied the men, all roughs, to go to the Isle. They knew I was known at the tower, that the Lord's servants would open the gate for me.
They forced you to go with them?
No, I saw my chance in it. For Annabelle and me. First, then she drank the poison. Mage must have gave it her.
It wasn't poison. Annabelle drank a strong Mage wanted to protect her, make it look like she was dead.
But that means... Is she... You said you...
Spoke to a ghost. By the time she awoke, Tower was full of cold corpses.
She was alive the whole time, but...
Annabelle needs you.
She's still there. In the tower.
Yeah. One thing you should know, though. In death, Annabelle turned into a
pester? What's that?
More than a restless ghost. A plague maiden. A powerful wraith filled with grief and hatred that drive her.
She suffers. How am I to help her?
A curse has imprisoned Annabelle and the other spirits on the island.
Just as in the legends.
If you know the legends, you know one kiss is enough to break an evil spell.
I told you. I said I love her with all my heart.
It's dangerous. There are risks involved.
Of course. I'm no coward. I'll not...
Nothing. Meet you by the tower on Fyke.
Good. I'll await you there.
Let's go to the tower.
Ugh. Last I came through here, I still hoped Annabelle and me would... It weren't impossible. We could have been together, and now... She's dead. and it's my fault. If only I'd been able to protect her.
Can't change the past, but you can still help Annabelle to move on, to rest in peace.
It's terrifying here. It's too quiet.
Chop, chop. Speed up. Let's get this over with.
I remember the screams. Inhuman they were. Now it's silent. They're dead. All dead.
Don't think about that. Keep walking.
You have not forgotten. You've returned for me.
Is that?
Don't you recognize me? It's me, Annabelle. The one you abandoned, remember?
I was sure you was dead. If I'd known otherwise, I'd never have left you. I'd do anything for you. I would. You know that well. Believe.
Prove it. Kiss me.
Graham, careful.
At last.
The curse is lifted, and Graham and Annabelle are reunited.
Just when I was starting to
Fyke Isle's free of its curse.
Able to persuade Graham to go to the tower with you?
He knew the risks, but he'd also heard lots of stories about true love whose kiss...
And? It ended well?
Depends how you look at it. Curse is lifted, Annabelle's spirit is left in...
Oh, poor boy. Still, he's proved that true love may be more common than...
The lamp. What do you want to do with it?
As I said, you may keep it. I don't believe I shall need it anymore. I actually regret not going there with you.
One thing's bothering me.
What?
Annabelle said Alexander was studying diseases. You knew this?
All the mages knew about it. I would have given anything for an opportunity to study his...
All right. Time I was on...
Perhaps you'd stay just a bit long.
What is it?
I put in an order for a few substances from no... Could you see what happened?
Why not? If he was coming here from no... I'll check the area.
Thank you. I shall be ever so...
Wide, heavy wheels. Merchant's wagon. Drowners in the water. Traveling across Velen alone. No way that was gonna end well. Package still intact. Don't sense anything magic, though. Wonder how Kirill explained this one. A dry red from Zubaran. Southern slope. Notes of leftover current, cuts of meat. Citrus. Cataplepis. Wonder what spell requires that. Human. From an artery. Can't be far. Wouldn't have made it. Waited for help. It never came. That's Velen for you.
Just...
Got those,
Splendid. I can finally begin my study of...
Brew yourself a mug of mulled wine. Saw what the wagon was carrying. Exquisite meats. Care to tell me what you're up to?
I would rather show you.
Color me intrigued.
Then shoo, outside.
Gonna slip into something more comfortable.
Later. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. You've been patient, thank you. It's almost ready.
Huh? If I wanted to see white mice,
Note that I said almost.
The Cain Ring Cathel.
Third mouse. What happened?
The spell has a 66.67.
So where did... Kira, gonna explain what's going on here?
Know the fairy tale about Cinderella?
Mm-hmm. True story it's based on, too. A Zoogle cropped up in a palace pond and ate Princess Cinderella whole.
I beg you, not another word about Zoogle. Now, to return to the fairy tale. I'd like to escape these but I could use a Prince Charming. It just so happens you're the only...
Sounds tempting.
Before we go...
Gotta transform a pumpkin into a carriage?
No. I shall transform our rancid rat. Don't wince. It'll only be an illusion.
Why not?
Then hold on tight. Gavella Glan. So, what do you think? Neckline too modest?
It's just right.
Oh, I might also have changed your hair colour while I was at it. I've always fancied... Well, off we go. Dinner's waiting. Last one there does the dishes.
Move it!
Congratulations. You'd make an excellent jockey.
If only I were a foot shorter and 5 stone lighter.
Well, yes. But then I'd not have invited you here. Now do you see why I needed those
Beef and cinnamon and cloves, roasted capon with shallots.
Shall I pour the white or the...
Dry red, but let it breathe a little first.
Well, well, never took you for a wine connoisseur.
Think witches suck the marrow out of drowner bones and wash it down with puddle water?
More or less. Well, we've chatted long enough on empty stomach.
Must have cost you a small fortune. Sure you don't need me to pitch in?
Please, I manage.
How, if you don't mind my asking? I mean...
Very true. So, I've 2 options. I can either start cultivating turnip. But that's not what I wish to discuss. Thank you once again, Geralt.
Not the first curse I've lifted.
But among the most difficult, correct? And the laboratory. I sincerely hope you burnt everything.
Didn't destroy that workshop, if that's what you're asking.
If Alexander's findings were to fall into the wrong... Although, Vikyle has a terrible reputation. I'm sorry. Such a gloomy subject to broach.
Romantic? Thought we came here as friends.
Friends. With benefits. So?
Your fairy tale, your rules.
Really? Then close your eyes and count to 10.
1, 2, 3, 4. All right, that's enough. Kira, wanna play hide and seek? Why not? A skirt? Guess we're playing hunt the hare, not hide and seek. Good. Won't have to fumble with fasteners. Shame. Could have kept her shoes on. Now, where's that Cinderella gone to?
Found me. Congratulations.
Do I get a prize?
I've nothing on me, but I'll think of some. Know what they call that constellation in Zerrikania?
Dragon something, I bet.
No, it has a different name. But indecent, actually. Lean closer and I'll whisper it in your ear. Egfain Nave.
Kira? Where? Put me to sleep with a spell. Means she's up to something. Fyke Isle. The tower. A light. Top floor of the tower. So, found what you were looking for?
Yes, thanks for asking.
What do you want with those papers?
Why, I aim to use them to continue important work. Alexander was studying the Catriona plague. I'll use his notes to produce medication, perhaps a...
Strictly humanitarian motivations, is that it?
No, strictly selfish ones. The mighty would pay willingly for such a remedy. Can you imagine how much? Take Radovid, for instance.
Radovid doesn't forget, and Radovid doesn't forgive, especially when it comes to sorceresses. Please, you don't believe that.
Well, you believe Yennefer will stop treating you like a dog, son. I'm going to see Radovid, tell him of this research, whether you...
This is suicide, Kira. You'll wind up tied to a stake, burned to bolster the more...
Shut up for a moment and look at me. See this? Bedbugs, Geralt. Bloody bedbugs. I, Kira Metz, advisor to Foltest, a member of the Lodge of Sorcerers. Think what you will, but I'll not stay in this bloody swamp one day more. I shall cross the Pontar, and that means Radovid's men will find me sooner or later. Don't you understand? I don't have a choice. I will...
Got another option. Go to Kaer Morhen.
You believe I'd be safe there?
Long as you don't piss Lambert off, yes. Emir, Radovid, neither will be able to reach you.
It's a long way, well beyond the dividing line. But if I... So be it. Seems I find it hard to refuse you, handsome. You've clearly a notion of what women want.
So, see you at Kaer Morhen? Bed's free of bedbugs, mostly.
I long to be there already.